It's crazy because the smallest details can have the biggest effect. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Beast of Ecom, and I am back with another video dropping nothing but, you already know, value bombs. If this is the first time ever watching one of my videos, hello and welcome. If it isn't, then it's nice to see you again. If you get some value, of course, please do like, comment, and of course smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with my latest videos. You do not want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, so make sure you become a part of the notification gang. So recently I posed a question in my mastermind group on who wanted me to review their stores. Now, of course, a lot of people replied to the thread and I had loads of websites that I could go through and review. Now, of course, I can't fit them all into one video, even if I wanted to. So what I done was I picked out a few different websites that I'm going to review and go over with a fine-tooth comb and just have a look at some of the things that I would change if it was my store. Now, of course, the smallest details can make the biggest difference, and conversion rate is everything. Okay, your cost per acquisition is a makeup of your cost per click and of course your conversion rate. It's as simple as that. So it's super important not to neglect your conversion rate, and as I mentioned, the smallest details can make the biggest effects. Okay, and literally doubling conversion rate from a 2% to say a 4% literally doubles your sales, and you can still be driving the same amount of traffic. I get this question all the time via DMs, messages. Can you review my store? Here's my URL. Can you review my store? So this video is going to provide you with some value, okay? And if you are not doing these things that I mentioned in this video, just take a look at your website, have this video playing, and of course make those changes. Most importantly, you have to test. And again, of course, these sorts of things come with experience. Now, you're not going to get these things totally right the first time round, which is understandable, which again I didn't do when I first got started. But again, over time you learn what things work and of course what things doesn't. So let's jump straight into the computer and let's start reviewing these stores. Okay, so let's jump straight into these reviews. Okay, now I've picked out 3 stores. I can't review everyone's store, but I may talk a little bit quickly only because I want to get through all of them and cover a lot of stuff to give you as much value as possible. So stay with me and let's jump straight into it. Well, the first thing I can see is they've got a banner at the top, which is great. Of course, banners at the top always work. It looks like that logo is just a type font. I'm not sure if that doesn't look custom made whatsoever. Again, you can head over to Fiverr and get a logo made. It's not hard, it's not expensive. So again, I'll definitely be changing that. It looks like the background banner is a dog website, dog banner, but the products look like they're totally random, so I can't tell if it's a dog store or if they've got a whole sorts of, you know, different things. It looks like there's no consistency whatsoever. Again, these are in black, so the background completely blocks those out. You definitely want to change the colors of those at the top. There's no catalog whatsoever at all either, so there's no collection, I mean. So I can see that there's dogs here, but there's products down here. But, you know, where's the collections? Is there a dog collection on your website? Is there a, you know, a gadgets website, a gadget collection? Is there a home collection? Is there a pet collection? Okay, there's no collections whatsoever on there, which definitely needs to be on here. Now, start to scroll down to the bottom. Okay, it still says powered by Shopify. Again, that's super easy to change. You can get that taken off in minutes. It doesn't look professional with it on. Okay, let's hit the about us. It's always important to have that. Now this looks like it's maybe their logo also. As a affordable company. Again, there's not much information in there. Always, about us is important. You'll be surprised how many people actually look at your about us. Okay, make sure you put a lot of information in there in terms of you know, where it was founded, you know, when it was founded, sorry. You know, what you strive for, what your morals are, all sorts of guarantees that you've got in there, you know, whether it's the 90-day, you know, risk-free guarantee, all these sorts of things. And of course, they have got a contact support on there as well. You could just link that to your contact page, which it looks like that you've got on here as well. So let's head back. and let's check out an actual product. I'm not so keen on this actual theme. I'm not sure why this big massive thing here is at the top. That basically pushes all of this information down. Okay, remember you want a lot of information at the top of the fold. Okay, make sure that people don't have to scroll as much. So as you can see, that pushes it down a little bit. Again, this theme is not fantastic. Add to cart button, again, I'll be making that as big as possible, probably dropping it underneath the quantity and having it full width, so the same size as these trust badges, just so it's big and in people's face. You can change add to cart to buy it now, you know, in big buttons, capitals as well, because that's the action you want people to take. Okay, you want people to click this button, and again, as big as it possibly can while looking aesthetically pleasing. What you can do as well is change this here to green instead of you know, the discounted price. Okay, change it to a green. Greens are always a great color, and then obviously change the compared price to red, so that you know, you can see the comparison. So red is the old price, green is the new price. What you can do as well is put on here how much the people are actually saving. So what is the percent that they're saving, or what is the actual figure as well. So, you know, close to $20 or whatever it may be, you can put saving $20. That could be on there. The website looks totally busy. Again, there doesn't need to be so much stuff on this actual page. Again, you've got a countdown timer, but again, you've got this timer thing here, which says 1,454 items left in stock, which again, if you're using it as a scarcity, you've totally made that completely redundant, because you want to be having 2 or 3 on there, you know, items in stock, because, you know, if there's that many items in stock, people don't give a damn. There's no urgency, there's no scarcity there. So that needs changing. And share buttons, no one uses share buttons. Okay, get rid of that and push your content of the description up. Let's see, description can travel as pillow. Okay, you want to make it a statement here as big as possible. Okay, put this as a heading, so make have a standout line, so whatever it may be. Okay, you know, get comfort from this pillow wherever you go. Okay, portable, light, easy to travel, eases next pain, whatever it may be. Okay, pick out the key points and have it as a title at the top, big and bold. Okay, it's the first thing that jump out to people. Now, this is something that solves a problem. So again, the description needs to be, you know, highlighting the problem, calling people out, calling out their problem, agitating it, and then providing this as a solution. And then obviously, of course, putting in the features. Remember to talk about benefits. I will do a video on how to do a description at some point. So that is it for this one here. They've got reviews, okay, which is great. And what I want to do, of course, is I just want to find out the page load speed on this one as well. So let's analyze that. And let's move on, and we'll go back to that one. So it's got a banner at the top. This one is another website banner at the top, which is great. Free shipping worldwide, which is cool. The logo is a little bit better than the last one. No collections. Okay, again, you've got different products down here. I can see watches. I can see rings. But there's no jewelry collection, there's no travel collection, there's no watches collection at the top. You want to be making sure that there is, you know, it's easy as possible to navigate for the customer. Code buy now, which is okay. Let's click on this product, have a look. The page is, again, it's a lot better than the old one that we just previously watched. Again, they've got the colors going on here. Again, I wouldn't use red. I'm not a fan of too much red. Red, in my eyes, is always kind of a negative color. I like to use oranges or greens. Add to cart in bold, big, full width, like I've mentioned, which the other person didn't do. Limited quantity, which is cool. Guarantee, again, I'm not really liking these. They're a bit too big, bit too bold, bit too in your face. Again, you can have ones which are a lot less subtle and still do the job. Okay, and again, this pushes all the way down your description, which this description is diabolical, if I'm being totally honest. This is literally just the features, okay? And this is what I try to tell people. Do not just copy the features directly from AliExpress, which it looks like this person has done. You know, again, don't get me wrong, I used to do it when I first started, but again, this is, no one's going to buy this based on, you know, that. No one cares about the quartz movement. Who goes and buys something based on a quartz movement? It makes no sense whatsoever, okay? You know, you need to be calling out the person. Again, the brand name, Susan Stone. No one gives a damn about that brand, okay? You're selling this product to people who are traveling, okay? So call them out. What are their reasons for them traveling? Why do they love traveling so much, okay? Why is this watch so cool, unique, okay? And why does a traveling person need to have this product? Because again, it's not something that solves a problem, okay? It's something which is cool, unique to a passionate audience, which is travelers, okay? So speak to their passion. Why are they passionate about traveling, okay? And why do they need this watch? Will it be a reminder when they're back at home and they're thinking about traveling, or stuff like that? You've got to get really creative with your descriptions, okay, if it's something that doesn't solve a problem. And putting one like this, okay, is not going to make you any sales at all. So let's scroll down. They've got something going on here. No reviews. Again, there's no reviews whatsoever on here from what I can see. So that's another thing which is missing. Let's just go back and see. So that page, so this website here, which we looked with all the busy stuff on, again, medium, you need to improve the page load speed, because again, page load speed is super important, okay? Again, Amazon and stuff lose millions and millions of dollars if their page loads just a fraction of a second slower, okay? So make sure your page load speed is quick. You can optimize your photos. There's tons of websites out there to do that. So let's just add this to the cart real quickly and see what is going on here. It takes you directly to the checkout. Again, I'm not really a fan of that. I'd rather go to the cart and then to the checkout, but this may improve your conversion rate. Again, they've got trust badges here. I probably wouldn't have them here. They're a little bit too big and push everything down. I'd probably have it at the top here where your logo is. So make your logo a little bit smaller, then just have those right next to it there. They've got a little discount code in there, which is cool. Another thing which you haven't got on here is you've got that auto ticked, which again, GDPR can slam you, okay? You can get slammed. I'm based in the UK, so I'm generally in the EU. So having that pre-ticked is a big no-no in terms of GDPR. I have got a GDPR helper, just a little shameless plug here. Use it if you want. If you don't, again, it doesn't matter at all. But the link will be down below for that GDPR helper. But again, if you don't want to use it, no problem at all. But again, you want to check that out. So all in all, this website is better than the last website. But let's move on. Okay, so again, logo doesn't look fantastic. About us, they've got no sort of, let's open that up, but they've got no sort of collections again with this one. It looks like it's a beauty sort of website, which is cool. Again, powered by Shopify at the bottom, easy to take that off, takes not long whatsoever. The about us. That about us looks a little bit better without me reading the whole thing. A quick glance looks a little bit better than the first website that we looked at as well. Let's have a look at, they've got a banner. Again, it doesn't sit right at the top and pretty much blends in. So what you want to be doing is changing the color of that, because everything just looks black, and the things you want to point out, you need to put in a different color, okay, to do with conversion rates. If you want people to actually know that you've got a up to 50% off, okay, stick that at the top and change that color. With it being black, it's just going to blend in. It just looks like, part of the website. Make sure you change the colors. Let's click on an actual product collection. Let's click this teeth product. Okay, so having a look, these trust badges are something I'd probably use, okay, instead of those big massive ones. Something small, subtle, and placed just underneath the add to cart button or buy it now button. Now this is, again, there's too much black going on here. Again, if you want people to take action, make the button as clear as day, okay? So change that color to a green or maybe an orange, something which is a contrast to the website, which is all black. Again, pointless having the add to cart button in black. They've got the sale price. Again, you can change these colors here. The product description, without me reading all of it, it looks like how to use it. So again, there's no big massive statement on here. This is a product which solves a problem. So people with, you know, yellow teeth or something like that. So, you know, you want to be talking about, do you want white teeth? You know, do you want to smile, look good for your friends, whatever it may be and stuff like that. Without, of course, I don't think you can really sell these as much on Facebook now. They're kind of against, you know, calling out people's physical traits, such as, you know, skin, teeth, all these sorts of things. So you might find it a little bit difficult to actually sell this on Facebook. But nevertheless, again, if people land on your website and you are selling this product, you want to make sure that all your descriptions are converting. Again, a big massive statement at the top you want here. And again, use the framework of agitating the problem, calling out the problem, and of course providing this as the solution. No reviews on this website at all. Again, I've got another checkout, another what's that called, a trust badge down here. Let's add it to the cart. Okay, adds to the cart. No trust badges here whatsoever, so I'd rather have trust badges on there as well on your cart page. And instead of having checkout, you can change this to enter shipping details. So you always want to be moving people down the funnel, and that is the next step. So let's click checkout. Now, that is just the standard, okay? You can put your logo in there like we saw in this website, okay? He's just literally just got the usual stuff on there. The usual just type font on there. So again, make sure you do use your logo, okay? And again, put trust badges next to it as well, so that again, there's that consistency. People know that they're still on your website as a brand, okay? And it's just branded, and the consistency is there again with the trust badges too. And what I'm gonna do is, again, this has got the GDPR thing not on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and just have a look at the cart a minute on this website. So, that's another thing, okay? So this hasn't got any trust badges, but it's got so many options here on the checkout. It's unreal. On the cart page, sorry, it's unreal. There's no real need. What you want to do is check how many people are using these. And what I always do is I always like to hide all of these and just literally have enter shipping details next, so that people, that is the next step in the funnel, not to head off to my website to Amazon Pay, Google Pay, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are probably not using Google Pay and using Amazon Pay as well. So if they're not using them, or they're a small amount, literally just take them off here, okay, and just have them as your options at the checkout page. So so yeah, I hope you got some value on this. Again, all 3 websites. If these are your websites, go through the video. Don't take anything as a bad thing. It's all good, all positive, and I hope everyone got some value. Go through your website and actually have a look and make those changes. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, of course, please do like, comment, and smash that subscribe button, and of course hit the notification bell as well. Remember, the smallest changes can have the biggest effects. You got to remember, a lot of the people that are landing on your store have never heard of you whatsoever. So of course, trust is a massive thing from someone just buying from your website. So you have to make sure that your website is instilling trust, okay? And you know, there is scarcity there to make sure that they push them through that sales funnel. Again, these are just small things, and you have to make sure that you're getting these things right, okay, so that you can start making sales and improving that conversion rate. Remember, if you don't know how to make the changes in your website and you're not a developer, or you want a certain something doing, then literally just get a developer to make those changes. It is cheap. It won't break the bank, okay? You can head over to Upwork, you can head over to Fiverr, and just find a developer to make those changes for yourself, because as I've mentioned throughout this video, the smallest changes can have the biggest effects. In fact, I am interested in what your current conversion rate is on your store, which you can find out, of course, in the dashboard. Again, it will differ. If you are targeting worldwide, it will be a little bit lower, or if you're just targeting your specific home country, it may be a little bit higher. But if you know what your conversion rate is, drop it down down below, and of course mention if you're targeting worldwide or just a specific country. It'd be great to know what sort of conversion rates you guys are all working with. Remember, if you do want to get into my free mastermind group, I do go on Facebook Live in there. Again, I post questions and help review stores and all that sort of stuff on tips and tricks with e-commerce, Shopify and dropshipping. The link is down below, 100% free. Just get in there and network with other marketers, all killing it and helping each other with e-commerce. Well, that is it for this video. Again, I hope you got some value, and I'll see you again in a next video, bringing you nothing but value bombs as I always do. So take care, and I'll see you later.